Hey everyone, this is the Focus Spender, and today I'm going to give you an update on how I'm doing with Betterment.com. You can look at my other videos to get a better understanding of Betterment.com, but it's basically an online platform to allow you to invest in ETFs. I've been with Betterment.com, I should say, from July of 2014. I opened up the account in July, but I did not start investing and depositing money into the account until September of 2015. So about a year and 3 months later, I started. I don't know what I was waiting for, but I just was really unsure. And I finally took the leap. So at that point, when I started investing, I started with $450, and I would deposit $450 every time I got paid, and I got paid twice a month. And I did that until November of 2016. So the first account that I created was called Build Wealth, and that was a mix of 90% stocks and 10% bonds. So in November, when I decided to add an additional account, I opened up the house fund account, and that one was going to be a little less aggressive. It was 60% stocks, 40% bonds. So that has a shorter time horizon. I plan on using that account for about 2 or 3 years to help me build up an account for a down payment on a house. While the Build Wealth account, I plan on having that for the next, 30 years or however long Betterment.com is around. I plan on having that account because that one is a lot more aggressive. As I get older, no time soon, but as I get older, I will decrease how aggressive I am with that account. So when I started the house fund account, I had to reconfigure how much I was depositing. So I reduced my Build Wealth account to $100 every paycheck, and I did the remaining $300 every paycheck into the house fund account. And I did that up until January of this year. And at that point, I realized I probably could do a little bit more on both fronts. So I increased the Build Wealth account to $175 per paycheck, and I increased the house fund account to $400. The one great thing is that you tell Betterment what your goal is. So based on how much I was depositing every time I got paid, Betterment realized that I was not going to reach my goal of, I don't know, $20,000 or $30,000 in the next 2 or 3 years. They were like, you're not going to reach that goal based on how much you're depositing. You need to increase it. So then I increased how much I was depositing every time I got paid. In terms of how I did with, or how I'm doing, I'm doing well in both, but really with the Build Wealth account, because it is just so much more aggressive. There's 2 types of earnings that they explain to you. So one is your simple earnings, which is basically how much did your account grow? You went from $1,000, now you have 12 months. What is that percent difference? And the other one is your time-weighted gains. I really can't explain time-weighted gains. I keep reading it over and over, but I cannot explain it in a coherent way. Basically, they're looking at the value of each of your different accounts and how much they did relative to whatever. They've also said that when you're comparing your accounts, like you have other investments, if you're comparing it to this, you want to look at your time-weighted account, your time-weighted returns or your time-weighted gains. So my simple earnings for my Build Wealth account is at 14.8%, and my time-weighted earnings is at 22.8%. So it's doing really well. I've gained about, when I checked today, it was at about $2,200. So I've invested about $13,000, and it's up to $15,000 or a little bit more. With the house fund, because it's not aggressive, my simple earnings are at 2.3%, and my time-weighted earnings are at 5%, and I've gained $96 since I've started investing. And I only started investing in November of 2016, so it hasn't been a year. Thinking about if I had put that same exact money into the bank, I would have gained, if I was lucky, 1%. So this is fine. Thinking about other aspects of Betterment.com, they do charge quarterly fees, which aren't expensive at all. I know they have ways that if you refer people, you can get like a year free. If I can figure this out, I'm going to put a link in the description so that I can refer people, but at this moment, don't look too hard for my link. just in case it doesn't happen. I do get dividends. On a slow month, I will get dividends just once, but on average, I'm getting dividends at least once every 2 weeks. There's been some months where I've gotten dividends every single week, and those dividends are just getting reinvested into my accounts. Now, would I recommend Betterment.com? Yes, I would. I have, to family members, to friends. It's just so simple. I've tried, and I still do, like, I will occasionally buy stocks on my own where, like, there's a company that I really, really trust or I really like and I'm hearing a lot of buzz about them. I will from time to time purchase stocks, but I never know how much to purchase. I never know if I need to get out. I mean, I've lost money. I've bought stocks in companies that have gone belly up. I've bought stocks in companies that have done amazingly well and I've made money. And I've also bought stocks where the company did really well, but I got scared and I backed out. So I could have earned a lot of money, but I didn't because I just backed out. So I like having Betterment.com because it's just a simple way for me to consistently invest outside of my retirement accounts and, you know, see some value. So, you know, if you are thinking about investing, you don't know where to start, you should definitely think about Betterment.com. And you can start at a very low amount. You can start with $10 every 2 weeks. You can start with $20, $30, whatever. You can start wherever. You don't have to feel like you need to be buying 10 shares or 100 shares in a company to see some type of gain. Whatever you start at, you're going to see gains. There's obviously risk because accounts, basically, you're going to do as well as the stock market does. There's definitely been days when I first started, especially where my account was just going down and down. I'm like, oh no. But when you looked at the news, the Dow Jones would have had a bad day. You know, we were going through an election cycle and things were all topsy-turvy. And right now we're on an upswing, so everything is good right now. Does not mean it's going to last forever, but for right now, everything is going really well. And I don't know, I really like it. So that's my update with Betterment.com. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram where you can leave comments there. My Instagram handle is @FocusSpenderObvi, and you can also find me on at www.focusspender.com. And that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share with your friends. Thanks. Bye-bye.